Stars blessing, you alright? Come on, let's get you up. That's it, just hold on to me. There we are. No! Just lean on me. We need to move from here before the fire spreads. Quickly now. Good. You're doing great. Just a little further. This should be far enough. Here. Settle on this rock. Whoa, easy. I mean you no harm. And if I did, well, let's be frank. It would have been far less work to let the fire take you than to move you to safety and set you down. I'm glad you agree. Now, let's have a look at that leg, Yes. No stray arrows in knees, but absolutely in need of some attention with all that bleeding. Thankfully, I see no Drake's Flame-induced burns. Damn nasty to deal with. Oh, I know Drake's Flame when I smell it. Sweetness, fantastically devastating, but only in short range. Let's just hope Andriga doesn't catch a whiff of it.
Captain!
Sweet inevitability.
Rowan!
Aye, General.
I have but one startlingly important question for you.
And what question would that be, General?
Why, by all that shines in the sky, is everything on blasted fire?
A Drake's Flame, Mum.
I can smell that. But why was it thrown, and where did it even come from?
I'm afraid that's a question for our friend here. You wouldn't happen to have a solve on hand, would you?
Traipsing around this place? No. I would not have need for such a useful thing.
Your sarcasm is riveting, but still needs work.
As does that leg. Here.
Thanks. Now, whilst I patch you up, how about you tell us about this little mess? Well, I saw you throw the vial, but what brought about such a daring action, I wonder?
Bandits? Why am I not surprised? Let's put this out.
Easy with the magic there, love. Well, with the war over, there's still a few skirmishes here and there, so I can only assume...
A moment, Rowan. You. I recognize you. Yes, your face. Those eyes. And far less shaking to boot. You're the villager I met a few years back. Came for my aid when shades were attacking your village, right?
The shade attack? I read the reports on that. You saved your friend, and got the reinforcements to your village just in time. Quite the noble achievement. Worthy of its own song, I'd say. What? Oh, no, I wasn't there. Wendy had me moved to the forward camps just a few days prior to your arrival. Wendy? Oh, that's her. General Vendriga, and I'm Rowan. Despite Wendy screaming, "Captain!" at the top of her lungs every 5 minutes. No, not in that way. I'm also a general. General Rowan Englehard. At your humble service.
It is a fairly recent promotion, hence the continued use of captain. Habit and all that.
So she claims, but I fear we strayed off topic. Whilst I'm eager to figure out exactly what brought about the use of such extreme and, frankly, illegal measures, I fear it may be of more importance to get you back to our camp. This leg needs tending to, and it's fair to assume you could do with a damned good rest.
Agreed. Come on, Rowan. Give our friend here a hand, and I'll make sure no other surprises await in the shadows.
Right you are. Come on. I've stopped the bleeding, but the salve can only deal with so much of the pain. Fancy a piggyback?
Oh, act your age.
If I did that, I'd need a cane and at least 4 unfairly attractive healers on hand.
How about I hit you with a stick and hire an orc to kiss the boo-boo instead?
Just be sure it's a pretty orc. Come on, friend. Up you come. 1, 2, 3. There we are. VIP travel. Comfy? Brilliant. Wendy, we're ready to move.
All right.
I must admit, I'm damned curious about those bandits.
How so?
Oh, don't play coy. I saw you sneaking a look at their armor whilst I was patching up our friend.
Perhaps.
And don't play vague with me either. I know you, and I can smell the suspicion rolling off you in waves.
That may be the garlic.
Oh, come off it.
Hush. My suspicions are exactly that. Suspicions.
Wendy...
You don't find the concept of a random adventurer having a heavily controlled substance without any underground dealings just remotely strange?
I do. But, truth be told, I'm more perturbed by the appearance of someone you met years ago, popping up out of nowhere. That rarely happens to wanderers like you.
Hence my suspicions.
That's all you have to... Oh, well, good morning, friend. Or should I say afternoon? That's quite the power nap you've had. How's that leg? Oh, fantastic news. Yes, you fell asleep as I carried you back here. Didn't fancy waking you up just to poke at your legs, so I had Wendy do her magic. Well, yes, I did mean that literally.
Rowan is indeed versed with magic, but he's perhaps not quite as adept as I. Not to compare, of course, I'm just more...
Reliant?
experienced.
That's one way of putting it.
You cheeky...
Can I interest you in some food, friend? Stew still bubbling away. Not the best, but I've certainly eaten worse.
You cooked it.
Not hungry.
It's best you eat, friend. My healing magic can attend to wounds, but not the energy lost in the process. A wise, if daring choice. I'll fetch you a bowl. Take a seat.
While she does that, I have some questions. If you don't mind, of course. Excellent. I'll get straight to the point then. What brought about the use of Drake's Flame? And more importantly, just how did you get your hands on it? Well, it's not exactly something you can win at a pub game, or even buy off one of those dodgy merchants down at a southern port.
That depends on the merchant. Here you go, friend.
Admittals of black market trading aside, Wendy, where exactly did you get it? You bought it? Seriously? No, I'm not doubting you. It's just... well...
He means to say that you don't look, sound, or even smell the type to have any sort of connections to the black market, fences, or even backhand sellers from the military itself. It happens.
So it was a dodgy merchant from the southern port. Wow. Do you happen to remember who they were? What about what they were selling? An apothecary. Interesting. I know of only one licensed apothecary in the entirety of that port, and he's too scared of his own shadow to have dealt with anything like that.
There is one in the lower market. Ratty place, literally. Filled with all sorts of fun and dangerous mixes. What was his name? What was it?
Try not to strain yourself.
Lionel Hickenbottom.
Really? How does anyone take him seriously?
They don't, normally. His stuff is dangerous, yes, but it's all on the edge of legality. More of a supplier of potions you'd send a friend of a friend to get because you wouldn't be caught dead speaking to him yourself.
That might not be an answer you want, friend.
Let me put it this way. His plumper potions definitely work, but the healing house usually has to drain the unfortunate souls with the prolonged status effects, shall we say?
Ugh, that hurts even to think about it. Even our friend here is flinching. A good point, friend. Why hasn't the Order of Archmagi cracked down on him?
Because as dumb as you've pictured him to be, he is, in fact, quite savvy with the law. And may or may not sell me information on the sly.
What? He's your sudden mole?
One of them. Which means we're in for a horrible time. Well, I can't possibly ignore the illegal trade of Drake's flame. Too big to even try that, even if I wanted to. But if he's dealing in it, he's tied himself up in something serious and will know I have little to bargain with.
If it's coin, Wendy, I've got us covered. My fleet had an impressive trade season in the outer continent, and the company raked in a fantastic profit. Even got to get the lads a good bonus for...
If you're going to brag like a merchant, then think like one. Would you give up a potentially highly lucrative and regular trade for a one-off payment?
No. You're right.
Unfortunately. Yes, friend, you are quite correct. One way or the other, Lionel is our best lead.
Then it looks like we're headed to the southern port. But it seems only fair we ask now, Wendy.
Indeed, friend. Whilst you slept, we were discussing your involvement in all this. Whether by chance or providence, you are tied up in this for the time being, and we would hate to send you out there alone, with no backup.
Until we speak with this Lionel, we don't even know if you could become a target as well. Would you like to come with us?
I don't see you being in any more danger than what you're already in. But if you feel you cannot handle it, there is no shame in going your own way.
Speak with Lionel first, then see how you feel? Well, that works for me.
Agreed. We'll make our way at first light. I'll take the first watch.